The sound is rolling. Yes, sir. We got recording this time, right? We got record. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
It's the switch up, baby.
Y'all niggas into my team. Y'all niggas into my shit.
Yeah.
Who's on Switch again?
Yes, sir.
Switch himself.
Y'all
The
niggas smoking my
master of
shit.
them all. Hold on, what it is, man.
All of my niggas are settled up. All of the shit that we did. Y'all niggas cannot believe.
I think he always does this when there's goals in the place.
Y'all niggas smoking my shit.
Maybe start speaking faster for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't. Anyway.
Okay, this is episode
Whatever.
whatever. We're still continuing with it.
Summertime, baby.
Summertime. Oh, this nigga dripping in it.
Yeah, that's right. Your boy DJ Switch in the building. That's right, the mixtape king. That is not other than my director, my floor manager, my set designer. He goes by the name of Bonani Young Money. You get me? And he's out here at AM Studios. This is where we record. Put Me On Switch, the podcast, every week, every Wednesday. This drops live on YouTube. And make sure you like, subscribe, give us damn donations. If also you want to give us some cell phones, you can give us some cell phones. I don't know whose cell phone this is, but I hope it's off, right? And we're out here, helping some artists get some light. We're gonna get to review some of their music videos, catch up with some old artists, see what they've been up to, and we're hanging out with none other than a good friend, an old friend. She goes by the name of Strictly BK.
Boo, 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 boo.
No, we don't do that. We just do claps out here. We clap, welcome to the show. We got our virtual audience. Yeah, shine. Where you been?
I've been working, Switch.
No, you've been in Cape Town.
No, I've been grinding. I've been working on stuff like post everything, and also on other people's projects. I've been doing a lot of writing, a lot of producing for other people as well. So
Right, let's get into that because you're just not a rapper, you're just not an artist. You on the technical side, you can actually produce, you can engineer.
Yes.
By the way, she actually had her own podcast before this.
Yeah.
Yay! What was that called?
It was called Strictly BK Invasions. But here's the thing, it never dropped.
Why?
It never dropped because, we never finished the episodes,
Was it the crew or was it?
It was the crew, wasn't me.
Ah, you see. That's like a big thing with podcasts. Everyone thinks this is so easy to do.
Yeah.
And, this takes a lot of time and, it takes effort to put it together.
Yes.
And for it to become realistic, you need to get the content.
Yeah.
And if you lose one episode, like we had a situation with my homie, Bonani, we lost like 10 minutes of one interview. But you got to be creative and that's what I like about what's happening at AMP. So if you want to come to AMP, you'll meet Bonani and the whole crew out here. They'll help you. If you want to become a sound engineer, if you want to learn about editing, if you learn about shooting or producing or anything, you can learn how to, up your skill. That's what I love about AMP Studios out here in Newtown Junction. And, it's not an easy thing.
It's not.
Right? And what was your show about?
Oh, basically my show, I'd literally just go to your studio.
Yeah.
And we'd have a chat about your equipment. We'd have a chat about...
Right. Oh, I remember. I actually saw the one with Slick.
There was the one with Slick.
Yeah.
So I did Slick, I did Zinger, I did Muesli. I even went to Massive Metro to do Aziza and them.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to the girl Aziza, man.
Yeah.
She does amazing things for hip hop, yo,
She
man.
does.
Yo, we used to work together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out, girl. I see the pristine queen out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm still going to drop those. I mean, those episodes are done. It's just we never really continued. So, watch out. I just might still drop those, even though they're
Yo,
like
man,
100
shout out
years
to you.
old.
I think that's a good idea. That's a dope ass niche podcast. That's what it's about. You got to get a podcast that's niche. It's got to have something that's different to everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's what sells it, right? Let's get into the technical. I mean, you're a lady out in, behind the scenes of production. So you know how, quality should sound like music wise, you know what you're looking for in your sound. What is your sound?
What is my sound as in like Strictly BK?
Yeah, Strictly BK.
Strictly BK, okay. So here's the thing, right? I'm a very versatile artist.
Yeah.
I've always been, right? Because I can sing, I can rap.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes my singing side is like, I want R&B.
I feel you.
Whatever.
I like having girls on the show. They always show their cute side. But when it's dudes like, yeah, nigga, what's up, man? Yeah. Girls bring they make it light.
Yeah, I mean, we're ladies.
Hey.
And then my hip hop side, the hard side, is like, got like, trap beats.
Right.
Yeah, I'm focusing with trap quite a lot.
Okay.
And I think if I had to say which side I lean more towards hip hop and rap more than the other side. Although I don't neglect the other side because I know that, I can do that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, a lot of artists, watch the show and, there's producers as well because, we get producers, we showcase their beats and that kind of stuff. What happens when an artist, what's the best advice you can give to an artist when they go to studio? Because sometimes, artists come there like, yo, let's first hear the beat. Or you send the beat and they get like, man, I didn't write to this beat. Have you got any other beats? Studio costs time.
It does.
And I mean, sometimes you say like, I say, yo, BK, I need you in studio. And you're like, yeah, I'm coming. And then you're late. Oh, shit, my damn bolt is late. I'm like, yo, your bolt can't be late if you're late. You know what I mean? I don't have transport or something. Or it's like, yo, Switch, I can't make it now. Can you reschedule?
Yeah.
Like, that's like for DJs, that's like the horror we go through.
Yeah.
And I mean, for artists, it should be like be on time. Make it worth your time.
Professionality.
Yeah, 100%. We're doing something out here as well. Shout out to my boy Slim. We're going to be giving away some studio time. And you can only get that studio time when we shoot the show. But you got to be hitting us up on Put Me On Switch on Instagram. Make sure you follow us, like, and, we'll give you all the information out there. So, when someone comes to studio, how prepared should they be?
They should be very prepared. I feel like, look, on a professional level, you think about the session. You think about studio time, like you mentioned. Studio time costs money.
Yeah.
You think about the other person's time as well. So preparation is important, right?
Yeah.
Like preparation is important. You need to prepare. Okay, cool. If you write in studio, you need to know that, okay, cool, you need to write in an X amount of time. Don't go there after a person is booked the whole day and then you nanazela the whole day. There you are busy teka-tekaring the whole day.
No, every time they'll come there with alcohol first. No, we first need to light it up first. Then we have to drink first. Then I need to get to know BK. BK, how did you sleep last night? And in the meantime, there's the engineer sitting there like, yo, when can we press record?
Exactly.
And then like, well, hold up, I just need to go smoke. They're lighting up one, and I don't want to miss out on the session. I've had, how many times I've had that?
I mean, look.
Yo.
That's fine. That's fine if at the end of the day, after an X amount of time, we can get to work. I mean, you can't get to a studio session, just get straight to work. You need to get familiar with the energies and everybody, but don't drag it out too much because now, when does the work get done? Some people abuse that because now they get there and they want to have plans. Now they want to have this and then they want to talk and then 3 hours is gone and nothing's happening.
Then we have to wait for the guy bringing the alcohol first before we can even start the session. That guy's on his way.
Me, I'm gone. Bye.
What's your preference of recording equipment? What would be your preference? I mean, like you did your podcast. You were going to people's home studios. Shout out to everybody who's got their own home studio. Investing in their craft. Yes. Shining Zandla. What is it? Yeah, clap your hands. Clap your hand. I'm still trying to get it right. I can't get that. When we do live shows. Shining what?
Shining Zandla.
There we go. That one. So, shout out to those people that are investing in it because, studio time is expensive. And when you have your home studio, you've got all the time. But
Absolutely.
if you're going to like a studio, like right here at M Studios, you also become a little bit more disciplined.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're gonna practice your verse before you arrive.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a super vet, like a Reason or a Stogie, where they just come and 1, 2, 3, sharp. Yeah, we out. One take.
Yeah.
And it's not that easy for everybody. But for the up and coming artists, they gotta come there. And I mean, so what is your ideal setup? If you can't afford a home studio, what would you say would be the most practical or the easiest thing to do to make sure you get that quality out?
Is to hire studio time at a place that already has what you need.
Right.
I heard this about 2 weeks ago from someone, and I was like, no, where the new wave of musicians and people in the hip hop space, they don't really care much about quality anymore. In terms of like the equipment that they use,
right?
You need to be mindful of the mic that you use so that it doesn't change maybe the tone of your voice or doesn't make you sound nasal. Or you know what I mean? Those kind of things. You need to be mindful of the speakers that you're mixing on, because sometimes you find that they're bass heavy and then you out just saying, hey, there's too much bass. You turn the bass down and when you play it somewhere else, it's like, where'd the bass go? You
Yeah,
know?
but I mean, but this is the new wave sound. This whole distortion sound
Yeah.
is the rage sound. Distortion.
Yeah, yeah.
Is like, that's what makes them rage. That's what makes them take their t-shirts off and jump around in circles.
Yeah, but I mean that's cool. That's cool. But if you're gonna use a pair of monitors that lie to you already,
Yeah.
I'm saying your mix is not going to be true. So
Sure.
for me, I would say, getting back to my point, is if you don't have a home studio that's at least the minimum entry level standard.
What are we looking at? I mean, there's Rotic monitors, Genelic, which is Guardian Archer, and they come in. And when you buy monitors, they're priced according to size, not name brand. So you get like a 3-inch, 6-inch, 9-inch, and that's the diameter of the cone itself.
But also name brand, because Genelic don't fuck around.
Yeah, they don't
Generally
play.
like, that's my ultimate dream.
By the way, that's at Amp
pair.
Studios, baby. They got the highest quality out here, you know what I mean? Hey, come on now. You know how I mean? Shout out, Mr. Savage. I see you, bro. Right? So, I mean, and that's the thing. People think like, man, I got to get Yamaha, or I've got to get a Rotic, or I've got to get, I've got to get Rode mics, I've got to get a condenser mic, I've got to get this mic, I've got to get what. And it's like, yo, man, if you can afford that for now, because your royalty check is only maybe going to come after 6 months. Or if you're really selling.
Yeah, and that's a big maybe.
If you're really selling 6 months when you start out.
Yeah.
And if you're not selling, you look at about 3 years down the line.
Yeah.
So, you got to get like a basic computer. You got to get basic monitors and a basic mic.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
I would say, hey, like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'd say M Audio is a good entry level.
Yeah.
M Audio is good entry level
Right.
stuff. Like, you get yourself a nice sound card, you get yourself nice monitors,
Oh, there's the sound card as well.
Yeah, because
Hey.
you need to be able to plug your mics and stuff
100%,
into
right?
Yeah,
Hey, man,
yeah.
you see, I told you, Big Cat knows a shit out here. Shit. You know what I mean? Shine, go, yo, you better show them what you studied out here. You know what I mean? And that's a cool thing. I mean, a lot of people don't know there's also money behind the scenes than being in front of the camera or being in front of the mic. There's money sitting in the pilot seat where you're controlling everything.
Yeah, there is. Definitely.
I mean, there's money in engineering, there's money in production. So, look at that. Look at those options. Once again, if you check out Sempra, they're actually not giving away. You got to actually submit a proposal as to why you want to go study at or why study a sound engineering course, and they can actually give out bursaries and they can fund you. So shout out to Sempra right there.
Shout out Sempra.
Yeah,
Nice,
so
man.
make sure you sign up to that organization. Maybe sign up to all the organizations in South Africa, and you just got to submit a reason why. Why must they give you or pay for all that money? The only thing you got to do is really pass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, when did it start for you? I mean, when did you decide, did you start with sound engineering first before you started rapping, or did you start rapping and then decide, I'm going to up my sound? Sounds like a long story that's coming along here.
So here's the thing, Switch. So I was literally born into the shit.
Damn, it sound like, I don't know who was in the studio, but your mom's was up like this. It's like, I'm about to get born into this shit.
So stupid.
You can't say you're born into this shit. It's like,
I mean it in the sense that both my parents they were musicians, active musicians in the industry. My father, he was a producer, not as in like producers and make beats. Yes, he made that, but he actually produced records.
Wow.
Is
that DJ-Switch shit, you know what I mean? I'm going to call 1, 2, 3 and we're going to produce this song. And that's that P. Diddy shit.
Yeah.
That's producing, real producing, you know what I mean? Hey.
My dad was a producer and a sound engineer. So
Wow.
from the time I could crawl or barely crawl, I was already around there, under the desk, there in the studio, whatever. And my mom...
Yeah, she was born up in the studio there. Shit, I'm not trying to break anything out here, but... You know the stories here about the studio?
Hey. So my mom was a singer, and so growing up in a household like that, it was only natural for me to kind of like
follow suit.
Like I grew up in a household, there was always bandies because my mom had a rehearsal space.
Wow.
So there was always niggas.
Bandies?
Yeah, I call them bandies. Sorry if you got, it's
Bandies. It's just a
Yes.
band. Bandies.
Well, it's a band and then there's bandies.
Marimba
which
bands
are-
or what?
The bandies are the members of the bands, like those guys, the guitarists.
Band. In other words, the correct term is band members.
The band members, yes. There was always bandies, So, and I was always in the studio. So, at some point in my life, I decided that I wanted to follow in my father's footsteps.
Okay.
So I studied sound engineering first.
Wow.
I
All
was
right.
like, that's what I want to do.
Fire.
And then at some point, the musician bug, the singer bug, the hip hop bug kind of caught me. And I was like, okay, now I want to go from being behind the scenes to being behind the mic.
Right.
And try and push a solo career on my own. It took me a while to get there because before then, I was just that person who produced stuff, and I used to feature on other artists' stuff. So I featured in a lot of house stuff, like with Shimza and all of those guys.
Yeah, I mean, break down your history. We're getting into your history, and it's like, yo, man, you've been around for a minute, though.
I've done a lot of work.
Yeah, you've done a lot of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's good work, successful work. Didn't you do a TV show as well?
Not really, no.
You weren't on The Hustle? No?
No, I wasn't on The
Right.
Hustle. No, I wasn't on The Hustle.
Yo, there's a lot of hands that coming up. Now I want to ask you this other question, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like with some dudes, when they come into this whole thing, they're like, yo, I'm going to get the fame. I'm going to get the hands.
Ish.
I'm going to get the hospitality rider.
Ish.
Did you ever see it like that? Like, yo, I'm going to get some boys up in here.
No, I never saw it.
Did you ever see it like, yo, there's going to be some, I'm going to have niggas all over me.
Hey.
They're going to
Nah.
be around me.
Not really, hey. I think when I started, I wasn't really about everything that comes with, I guess,
The add-ons.
the add-ons that come with doing mainstream
Right,
music, right?
right.
When I started, I was just about the passion. I was about, okay, I want to put stuff out.
Sure.
I want to, especially the rap stuff. I was like, yo, I want to prove that I am.
You know what's going to happen later, right? We're going to find out how hard she is, you know what I mean? And I mean in a very clean way, you know what I mean? So you weren't about that.
So in the beginning, I wasn't about that,
Oh, in other words, you were about it.
No, I wasn't about
But you said in the beginning, I wasn't about that. So at some point, you
No.
must have been about it.
At some point, I was like, hey, man, it would be nice, to have, just, technical rider there with, whatever I want.
Technical or hospitality rider?
Hospitality, technical, all of
The
them,
whole
just,
story. Up in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
At some point, I did, want that. And I was like, okay, cool. It would be nice to have
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
At one point, also, you were signed to a major record label.
I was.
And, we're going to get into this. And I really want us to get cut. We want to get, really as close as possible.
Yeah.
That went sour for you, right?
Yeah.
And that's where you were like, actually, everybody, I'm out.
Goodbye.
Yeah. So in the beginning, you were like, oh, shit. It's about to pop off.
In the beginning, how everything happened was so fast, Switch.
Yeah.
Everything happened so
Who was the
quick.
record label?
So it was Sony.
Okay, so
Yeah,
nice.
Sony. Shout out. It was good in the beginning, guys. I won't
Right.
lie.
Because, they're signing a lot of people right now.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot of things. And we really want to know, because everybody wants to get signed. And, I spoke to Aquila, and she told me the best thing to do, Aquila Frost, who was one of the guests here, and the best thing to do is to go rather for distribution than 360.
Yeah.
Right? And that's also me. I'm just like, yo, rather go for distribution, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They take their cut, you take your cut. It's, and you still own everything.
And you still own everything. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What are the pros and the cons of signing with a record label where it's not a distribution deal, but it's like, yo, we're signing you as strictly BK the artist?
First things first is you are not in control of anything that has to do with anything, right?
So, from
drops.
drops?
The drops, to
Image?
Okay, well, yeah, image, yeah, they do
Right.
give you that kind of thing. They gave me that, I got to control, my image. I got to control, the sound that I kind of wanted. But for me, the drops, though, you submit something and you want to drop now. Like, you ready to go now, and they tell you, yeah, maybe in like 3 months or whatnot, we have to wait for this, we have to wait for that, and this, that, you know. The royalties ain't that great.
What is the split?
Sweet.
It's done. The contract is done. You know what I mean? It's done. The contract is done. Let's know what's the real split.
The split is, well, for me it was a 12%.
12%.
Yeah.
God damn it. You know what 12% is, right? I mean, think about it. If you sell 100 records, or let's say you sell 100 singles online, and each record, let's say each of those songs cost 10 rand. Well, the song costs 10 rand because it's a single.
Yeah.
And you make 1,000 rand. That means you're only getting 120 rand.
Yeah.
Of that whole deal.
And they keep everything. But I understood in the sense that they put their money in.
I don't know if my maths is correct, but it's somewhere along those lines.
If you make 100K, if your record makes 100,000,
right? Let's do it like that. Right? If your record makes 100,000
rand, you're only getting 12K from that 100,000.
Damn.
Shit. Damn. Right? Damn.
12%.
Damn.
To be signed to a major record label.
But this is like from sales. We're excluding needle time. We're excluding everything else. This is just like...
So there's different things. And that's why I tell people like, yo, man. And that's why when I speak to some of the youngers and I'm like, yo, man, why aren't you chasing radio? And they're like, yeah, no, because we're on the internet. And I'm like, bro, but there's still needle time. You still get paid from radio spins. And how many radio stations do we have in South Africa?
Yeah.
We have a shitload, right?
Yeah.
There's like over 200 radio stations in South Africa.
Yeah.
And if you get... Let's say if you independent and you get at least 50 spins in 6 months from 200 radio stations, do the math.
Yeah.
Boom shakalaka. You
Boom
get me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So that didn't work out, right? Was it? And then you parted ways. Was it because of the deal, or was it how you were treated? Was it because when you sign to a big record label, you also realize that, hey man, it's just not you here. And you're not a priority, because when you sign, they're like, yo, BK, we want you to be part of our stay.
Yeah, they were like, listen, girl, like,
we want you,
this, that, ba, 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 ba,
and you're smiling, and you're like, Daddy,
oh
guess what?
Yes.
I'm going to make you proud.
Exactly. And then we parted ways because I felt like they weren't keeping their end of the deal. You know what I mean? I felt like, you guys said this won't happen, nothing happened. You guys said this won't happen.
But isn't that normally the case? They sell you the face, and then when you see behind the mask, then it's a different story.
But at least do some of the work. You know what I mean? Like, don't...
but look, my thing is this, that we've heard this over and over and over countless of times. And we've heard it from Squatter Camp, right? We've heard it. They were the first people to like, yo, when they signed with their first deal they got, was just like, we still do all the work.
Yeah.
She thinks it's a damn lounge out here. You see this? That's why our furniture breaks so much. Bonani, you get me? Coming out here with them socks out here. What is on the socks? Watermelons
and lightnings and stuff on, like, yeah.
Cape Town gonna change you, you know what I mean? But so I'm just saying, like, we see this, and then everyone says, oh no, so artists are getting signed, they're in the boardroom, they're popping champagne, and then they get signed, and then all of a sudden they say, oh, they got plaques now the shit looks lit, and it's like, and then we actually go look at the numbers, like, let's go actually look at the numbers, and then it's actually like half of the shit is fake.
Yeah.
Because it's a front, they sell you a front. They're selling people, the viewers, a front, because if the fan, or at least the supporter, looks at Beacon and says like, damn, you got a plaque? I better go look at your damn music again.
Yeah.
They're running up the streams. They're running up the views. They're running up needle time. No, you can relax. You can put your leg up. You can lay however you want out here, man. That's good for our shit. You know what I mean? Just don't get undressed. So I mean, this is the thing.
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, a lot of people are getting distribution.
Yeah.
Isn't distribution better?
Distribution is better if, for instance, because here's the thing, right? When I decided to go 360, it was because...
Oh, so you went the whole thing.
I went the whole
way.
The whole thing. And it was because at the time I had a lack of resources. At the time I was starting out, I didn't really have money for shooting videos. I didn't really have all of that stuff.
Were you desperado?
I wasn't desperado, but I just didn't have a solid way in. You know what I mean? And I feel like they were going to be that. They were going to provide all of that for me. And then they didn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like a distribution deal or a license deal is good for you if you've got the means. If you've got the means to continue, because I mean, what are you going to distribute if you can't afford studio time, if you can't afford like a proper mixing engineer, mastering engineer, if you can't afford the photo shoot for the PR stuff that you need, or whatever else, because there's also little things in music that require money.
But I mean, that's what I keep telling the youngers. Yo, get your friend. He's trying to be, or she's trying to be a photographer. He or she's trying to be a videographer. Y'all got iPhone. Y'all got the latest iPhone.
Exactly.
So shoot with that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And make it work. I mean, back then we didn't have that kind of stuff.
Yeah, back then we didn't have
where everybody found a way or became an entrepreneur with taking, like, instead of getting Christmas clothes, daddy, mommy, please buy me a laptop.
Yeah.
Monitors. Camera.
Yeah.
And we're good with it, because now it's like, oh, you're not just buying clothes or looking nice. You're taking, like, you're buying a tool.
Yeah.
And you can use it, to make extra money.
Yeah.
So in this day and age, we got more entrepreneurs, feeding off what they see in urban culture.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, you parted ways because they weren't doing enough. And at one point, you were also just like, hey, man, you weren't treating well, because it was a bit more of like, you wanted means to get into the game. At the time, was it because you were a female artist?
At the time, I feel like, at the time, I felt because I was like a female artist.
You couldn't get your way unless they had their way.
No, I felt like, I felt financially handicapped. I felt like I didn't have the money for this, but I want this. I want this, but I don't have the money for this. So they came in, they're like, yo, girl, don't worry, we got you, mommy.
How much they won't give you? Were they going to give you advance?
No, I said no to advances because, you pay for
that forever.
You pay for that forever. You pay for
ever, right?
You don't see a dime of your royalties for that, and then we parted ways because they just weren't, doing their part. And I felt like...
How much they want to offer you for in advance? What do they want to give you?
No, I wasn't. Well, no, I don't.
Come on, let's hear, man.
No.
They didn't give you, didn't take it.
No.
So how much was it?
I don't even remember. It was such a long time ago. So.
No, of course you remembered.
I don't.
At least more than 50K.
Somewhere there.
At least more than 100K.
Somewhere there.
At least more than 150K. Yeah, we heard. Like, I mean, pretty exposed. Some of these people. Pretty said they wanted to give him X amount.
Yeah.
We know some of the amounts that are out there.
What happened was, so instead of taking an advance, what I did was sell them my...
the rights.
The rights to my EP.
Right. So was it one EP?
It was one EP. My very
and
first
that was
EP.
It?
My very first EP, okay. I dropped it solo, and I was doing a distro deal with them.
Right.
Right. And that's where I kind of figured that, whoa, actually, I need... some financial backing for this.
I feel you.
Yeah. And then,
Did they give you a music video at least?
Yes, they did. I got a music video out of that. I got one music video.
One?
Yeah, I know,
one music video?
One music video. The other one, they promised that we were going to shoot it, and then they had stories. And then I shot it, right? I shot it. And then I submitted it to them and said, here you go. Here's the damn video. Just release the damn thing.
And they didn't like it.
And I still got stories. And I was like, okay, goodbye. That's it.
Damn.
I'm done.
And what was your exit clause? Because if you got 360, they'll keep the EP number one. So they'll keep all the rights to that. So they make money off that forever. Do you see any of that?
Like royalties from the EP? Yeah, I'm still seeing that. It's still up on the thingy. And
right, but they can take it down whenever they want.
They can take it down whenever they want. But I'm not too worried about that. I'm not too cut up about all the stuff I did in the past because I'm still alive.
Right.
And I can still work.
That's right. And that's what we're going forward right now, man. And I wanted to get through that because a lot of people don't know that. And now you here rocking us with Zinger, right? Is your homie? Yeah. And we're going to check out this music video called Highest. Right? I'm going to go through, hey, the hairstyles are changing up in this motherfucker night here, you know what I mean? So okay, so why the return? Why the big comeback? We've gone through COVID, you've been quiet this time, and now you're back. What can we expect?
What can we expect from BK? Obviously new music.
Of course, come on now.
Yeah, new music. Possibly even like maybe a new direction. Not sure yet.
Right.
Still kind of finding my feet after the label. Highest actually is my first single right after the label. So it's been like, yeah.
I see you looking fly up in here before we press play, but I see you looking fly out here, huh?
Thank you.
And why did you decide to go with a feature instead of just like rocking it on your own?
I released what was ready at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you finding it difficult? Like, when you leave the game at such a crucial time, it's a bit difficult to get back in, isn't it?
It is. It's tricky. It's tricky, but I feel like I've got some support from key people in the game,
right.
The likes of also you and stuff. And I feel like, the more I put out, won't get.
It's got to be the consistency, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's hit play, and we're gonna check out the brand new music video from BK featuring Zinger. His brother to.
Pardon?
His brother to who again?
Zinger's brother.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Doesn't he have an older brother?
I don't know. Zinger's
Okay. But anyway, I see you looking fly. Where did you shoot this?
I shot this with Rockham Forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nikom and them really.
Nico Campus.
Yeah, Nikom Musa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Really
Yo, that's
dope.
super dope, man. I like the colors and everything.
We shot this video twice.
What?
Yeah, this first part. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, don't break the mics. Come on now.
Sorry.
You're gonna pay for that.
This first part here, we shot it at some kinky sex dungeon somewhere that side in Sanson.
Yeah, you gotta let me know where this is. It's not
pretty-
Club X, right?
No, it's not. It's not even a club. Like for real, it's got
Yeah.
like whips, chains. Yo,
Really?
it's that BDSM stuff.
Oh,
like, for real,
yo,
for real.
that's them shoot them porn movies and shit.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
some
for real?
BDSM stuff.
Yo,
And
do
then-
you think we have a porn industry in South Africa?
We do.
Do we really?
We do.
I saw them hands on Mac G's show.
I mean, if you see how big OnlyFans is, like,
Oh yeah, damn the OnlyFans hands. Yo, we need some OnlyFans hands up on this show for real, so we can find out them damn chicks. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Right. So so tell us about how did this collab come about? I know you're friends with Zinger.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, you said this was the one that was ready at the moment, so you just
Yeah.
like, let's go with it.
Let's go with it.
Do you plan your drops? Do you like decide which one's gonna be the first one? Do you plan on which one's gonna make an impact?
Not yet. Not right now.
Because I mean, everybody's spoiled for choice now
Yeah.
these days, and the consumer expects you to drop a music video.
Yeah.
If they think it's a banger, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because they decide which is the banger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel you.
For now, I think for consistency,
Yeah.
and just kind of like pushing post the label, I release on instinct. I release on
Right.
impulse and what's ready. If it's good, it's ready, it's done, let's go.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of songs where there's few people featured and they sound really, really, really good.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that I've released so far. This one and the one I'm gonna release next as well also has a feature.
I feel you. And I
Yeah.
mean, it looks really, really good. Of course, the quality is lit. Yo, check them porn masters out there. You know what I mean? And it's cool because you did a studio shoot. So you didn't have to move this car. You didn't have to drive. You don't have to go anywhere. So everything is stationary.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the cool thing. Like people always think, we gotta make everything like so dynamic and stuff like that. And sometimes you just gotta use like one location.
Yeah. No, actually, it was two locations, like I said.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It was the BDSM dungeon, and then the second part we shot it like I think a couple of weeks later.
BDSM dungeon, yo. I better take some tips out here.
We shot the second part. It's actually some good peeps of mine that own this auto body shop, and
Yeah,
this
we
is
should
where
see them.
We shot this at their auto body shop. Those Audis were actually there. They weren't even part of the treatment of the video,
Oh,
but
damn.
because they were there,
You're just like, let's
we're
use it as it
"Yo,
is.
Let's do it. And I'm
Yeah.
saying it was really, really dope.
Okay,
man.
Rock 'em Forever. A
Yeah.
shout out. So you can check that out on YouTube right now. It is available. Go, let's run the streams up. BK is back in the building. I've seen her. She's got some bars, and we're gonna get into a bit of them bars just very, very soon. And she's making a comeback. And have you got an EP coming out?
I've got a project that I'm working on
Yeah.
currently. Yeah.
How long is it gonna take, man? The kids are moving fast these days.
Well, let's say about by December, I should have something.
No,
ready
that's
for y'all.
late, man.
I know it's late.
That's super late.
It's coming though. It's coming.
I mean, damn. You saw the lineup for Back to the City?
I seen
It
the
was
lineup.
young. It was young, right? I mean, it was this past, this just the beginning of this month.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a lit crowd. And first of all, it was lit because the lineup was totally different. It wasn't like your OG specials. Wasn't like your Monopoly specials that, having like, I mean, Cash was not on there because obviously he had Fight City.
Yeah.
Right? AKA is not on there. Right? KO's not on there.
Yeah.
Cooley's not on there. Can you see the change that's happening right now?
Yeah.
Well, your boy djswitch is up in there. You know what I mean? Shit. You know what I mean? Yo, give me some claps out there. God damn it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's the switch.
That's right. And I mean, that's the biggest festival in Africa, and everybody wants to be on that.
Yeah.
Biggest hip hop festival in Africa, and everybody wants to be on that. And you can make it a comeback. What would you give yourself in terms of like getting back onto radio, getting back onto just getting back onto the scene, doing shows? Obviously, you're gonna be, or you've been at Shoot Your Shot. That's happens at M Studios. So all those things take time and placing, right?
Yeah.
How long would you give an up and coming artist?
How long would I give an up and coming artist to be on those shows?
Yeah.
I mean, look, if your shit bangs and we see you, then trust me, it's gonna happen.
Right.
It's gonna happen. But also, up and coming artists need to know that you need to push. You need to go out and get the stuff. Don't just sit and wait for them to come to you. Go out and get the stuff. Network. Call. DM switch on IG and be like, yo, I'd love to be on Shoot Your Shot if it's possible. Send your artist profile.
I'm tired of them
profile,
DMs.
People.
I'm tired of them DMs.
Really?
Yeah. But I mean, also like, artist profile, not like a young little splurge. Get some photos done. Yeah. Take it with your phone. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of great editing apps that you can use. And people don't really figure that out. They're just like, no, it's got to be professional. It's got to be like this. Like, yo, you got to make it work. You got to make it work.
Yeah.
Right? Absolutely. So we're going to get into my favorite part. We're about to close of the show. And, it's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you so much.
But you cannot leave without destroying the mic. Right? And we've got some beats from Hef the Chef. And we've got one from my man's Mr. Shani J in the building. So we're gonna take it back to the other ends, with the UK ends, with the drill vibes, the drill vibes. And I don't even know where they're sitting. I don't even know where the dope ones are sitting. I just know they're here.
By the way, it's the first time I'm on drill here. Right
now. It's the first time
on drill right now.
Oh my gosh. So we're gonna go with Hef the Chef, because you didn't want the Cypher one, and the Cypher one is dope. Yeah, that's from a Shani J, but we got other guests coming. And so let's go with Hef the Chef. Shout out Hef the Chef from 021 Cape Town. I know you've been hanging out in Cape Town a lot. How's the scene compared to Joburg?
It's dope. I mean, they're also doing some pretty dope stuff out there.
Too many creatives, not enough business.
Yeah, Cape Town can be a bit slow when it comes to that kind of thing.
All right, here we go. It is that freestyle section, and we're going to go through right about now. We've got Strictly BK in the building, Hef the Chef. It's your boy, the Mixtape King. And of course, we're out at M Studios. DJ Switch in the building. It's Put Me On Switch Freestyle. Let's get it, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
It's the switch up, baby.
Let me hear what this got. Let me hear what this got.
Hey, I think it's already in. Hef the Chef, baby.
Yo, hey, I'm like, yeah, what he said, is the nigga talking money, talking mayo. Let the money hit the palm, please. While I'm sitting under palm trees on the white beach, boy, the bitch on a mission. Me, I choose the money over dicking. Not even a difficult decision. Need lele mali, but I gotta go out and get it, cause that's not prepared in the kitchen. Yeah. If you wasn't there during my grind, you ain't gonna sit at my table.
Yes.
All about building my empire. Y'all are playing these Legos. Pop pass, China eyes, A-grade, got me feeling mellow. I'm a lady, but I can switch up and go ghetto. Don't say that you ain't get the memo. Hey, yes, maruksiza umuntu. When you nigga piss your moon,
come on.
Then they wanna talk that talk behind those doors that not open.
Hey,
this mean I cut you off. This when I call you sort. Haters been unbelievers. It must be that nyapa you in the reefer. Must be that cheap liquor. Whatever with that, I don't fucks with you either. Yeah. Bye Felicia. I forgot about you like a case of amnesia. But my heart is a freezer. Even hard to cook so no binda with your speed.
Hey, come on. That's right. Hey.
Yeah.
You see you had it going.
Yeah.
Come on, BK. I think you got another one in with you. I think you got another one.
Another one?
Yo, Banana, she doesn't know the drill. You can't just do one. You can't just do one.
What do you mean?
You can't just do one, right? All right, Hefty Chef in the building. We've got Strictly BK. You can't just do one. There's no way. Yo, Lucas Raps gave us 3.
Oh my God.
Yo, and he's with Def Jam Africa. You know, he's racking. He's got ice and everything.
I only prepared 1. Everything
wow.
else is old.
Let's go anyway, you know what I mean? All right, here we go. Hefty Chef. He just dropped this whole drill pack. All right. It's your boy DJ Switch, the Mixtape King.
It's the switch up, baby.
Strictly BK back in the building. Let's hype up. Let's go.
Yo.
Hey.
Let's see.
Let's
What
go.
I got?
Yo, the beat's running, man. This is airtime out here. We gotta pay for this on YouTube, you know? I'm kidding.
Arms length to dumb niggas. My circle's foolproof. Cause the kind of toxic my conversation ain't nothing that he used to.
Hey.
Niggas got too many announcements. We just wanna see proof. My bullet speed exposure. Catching your shit like a.
Hey.
It's not happening.
Hey, that's what's up, man. This is your boy DJ Switch, the Mixtape King. Of course, Strictly BK in the building. Hefty Chef. Hey, man, Hefty Chef took you out there, huh?
Did take me out there.
All right, there we go. So shout out to Hefty Chef. You know, shout out to Hefty Chef. But the first one, you got him. You got him on the first one. You got him on the first one. But yo, you don't come onto the show with just one. Trust me. You gotta at least have 5.
Yo, guys.
You gotta at least have 5.
Like I said, Switch, I've been working so hard this year, even on other people's stuff. I've barely had time for myself, so forgive that.
You gotta work on your own stuff, though. You know what I mean?
It's about that time.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you.
You heard the bars are nice there, you know, with the vernac, you know, that shit is nice, you know what I mean? That shit's sexy right there, you know what I mean? I'm kidding. I'm just messing about. Your boy DJ Switch, the Mixtape King. We're coming to you live from AM Studios. Well, it's pre-recorded, but it's live when we're doing it. Yeah, man, make sure you catch us every Wednesday. Make sure you come check out the studios out here in Newtown Junction. Strictly BK. Welcome back, girl.
Thank you.
Danko means thank you. Yo, sir. Is that gonna be a done? Is it rap? Yes, sir, and we out.